Guys, so this is our last day of notes for 1.2 solving linear equations. I'm going to walk you through these notes and then we will be doing an activity or some independent work as a class. You'll hear directions after the notes for that. So right now we're going to talk about consecutive numbers. So I'm just going to give an example of 3 consecutive numbers, so 4, 5, and 6. And an equation example to find these consecutive numbers would be n plus 1 plus n plus 2. Okay, because we have consecutive numbers. So from there, we can simplify that to 3n plus 3. Okay, because these are all just being, even though there's parentheses there, there's just a plus sign. So that means that these are all just being added together. So we have n, we have n, 3n, and then we have 1 plus 2 to get us our 3 here. So that would be our equation for finding 3 consecutive numbers. Now we are going to, I'm going to make this font a little bit smaller so it's easier to write. It's not letting me do that. Give me 1 second. Okay. So now we want to find 3 consecutive even numbers. We don't want any of the numbers to be odd. We want them all to be even. So the 3 numbers I'm going to use are 4, 6, and 8. And to do this, we would have n plus 2, because we only want those even numbers. We can't just go to the next number like we would above. And then n plus 4, because again, we need to skip those odd numbers. We only want 3 consecutive even. So when we simplify that, we have 3n plus 6, because we have our n, and then we have 2 and 4. So 2 plus 4 is 6, 3n, that's where we get that 3n down there from. So now we are going to do 3 consecutive odd numbers. So 3 numbers I picked: 71, 73, 75. So what do you guys think we're going to do for the equation? We want 3 consecutive odd numbers. So because we're starting with an odd number, we're skipping that even number and we're going to the next odd number. We can use the same equation that we used for the consecutive even numbers, because from there we were doing even, skipping an odd, going to an even. So it's the same thing, because we're only dealing with an even or an odd. So I'm going to write this out again. And that simplifies to 3n plus 6. All right, so if you want consecutive numbers, you will use 3n plus 3. If we want consecutive even numbers or consecutive odd numbers, we're using 3n plus 6. Okay? So now I'm going to move on to number 26, and we're going to practice using this. Okay, so, and light there, okay. So number 26, the sum of 3 consecutive integers is 102. What are the 3 integers? So in order to do this, we need to use our first equation. So we're going to write that out. n plus 1 plus n plus 2 equals 102, because those 3 numbers that we're looking for add up to 102. So when we simplify that, we have our 3n plus 3 equals 102. We are going to simplify So we're subtracting our 3's, those cancel. 3n equals 99. And then when we divide by 3, n is equal to 33. Okay, so that's n. That's one of our numbers. We want 3 consecutive. So we have n equals 33, n plus 1 equals 34, and n plus 2 equals 35. So your answer to this question is not just 33. Your answer is 33, 34, 35. That is your answer for number 26. All right, so I'm going to erase. You guys are welcome to pause if you need to catch up or rewind. I am going to move down to number 27. So for number 27, the sum of 2 consecutive odd numbers. So that's where we use, we have our n plus 2. We have 2n plus 2 equals 128. So in our examples above, we were using 3, but this question here is only asking us for 2 of the numbers. So that's why we write it back out and we find out that we only need the 2n plus 2, okay? So now we're going to minus 2, cancel, minus 2. We have 126 is equal to 2n. When we divide those by 2, we get n equals 63. And again, we have to do n plus 2, which is 65. So your final answer for this one is 63 and 65. Okay? So now we're going down to number 28. We want the sum of 3 consecutive even numbers. So for that one, we're going to write it back out, and we can use the one from our notes above. So we're going to add 2 and then add 4, because we only want the even numbers. We don't want the odd numbers here. So that simplifies to 3n plus 6. And we have to make sure that we're writing equal to 138, because those numbers added together are equal to 138. So when we subtract 6, we have, I'm going to do it over here because I'm running out of room, 3n is equal to 132. When we divide by 3, n is equal to 44, and we need 3 consecutive. So we have n equals 44, n plus 2 equals 46, and n plus 4 is equal to 48. So those 3 are our final answer for number 28. So now we're going to do some application problems, some word problems. I'm going to clear my board here, so if you need to pause and catch up or rewind, go ahead and do that now. Number 29, we are going to skip for now and do that as a class. So don't cross it out or anything. Make sure you leave that space open. We're going to do that together. Okay, number 30. So Martha takes her niece and nephew to a concert. She buys t-shirts and bumper stickers for them. The bumper stickers cost $1 each. Martha's niece wants 1 shirt and 4 bumper stickers. Her nephew wants 2 shirts and no bumper stickers. If her total is $67, what is the cost of 1 shirt? Write an equation for the situation and solve it. Okay, so we know that we want 4 bumper stickers, and those are $1 a piece. So that means that those bumper stickers are only costing us $4, because we're getting 4 of them. So I'm going to go ahead and just add that 4 plus, and then we want 3 total shirts because her niece wants 1 and her nephew wants 2. So I'm going to label that 3, and we're looking for the cost of 1 shirt. So we're going to set it up like this, and our total with the bumper stickers and the shirts is 67, so we're going to put that on the other side of the equal sign, and we're going to solve from here. So we're going to subtract our 4. 63 equals 3x, divide by 3, divide by 3, and x is equal to $21 a shirt. Okay, so that's the cost of 1 shirt. I'm going to erase so that I have room to move down to do number 31 with you. All right, number 31. A family buys airline tickets online. Each ticket costs $167. The family buys travel insurance with each ticket that costs $19 per ticket. The website charges a $16 fee for the entire purchase. The family is charged a total of $1,132. How many tickets did the family buy? So, X is going to represent number of people, because we want to know how many tickets they bought. So it could also represent the number of tickets. Okay, can you recognize that those are kind of interchangeable there? So $167 per person plus $19 per person for travel insurance plus the $16 fee overall because we are buying these online is equal to our $1,132 total cost for these airline tickets for vacation. So to solve from there, we're going to combine like terms. So 167 plus 19 gives us 186x plus 16 equals 1,132. When we subtract 16, we get 1,116 is equal to 186x. Divide by 186, divide by 186, and x is equal to 6 tickets for people in the family that are going on this vacation. So our total is 6 there. So that is all for these notes for today. Happy Friday, and listen for the rest of the directions for our activity. Thanks.